Hey, so good morning. Today we're going to continue working with measurement with topic 12. So if you will look in your math packet and take out topic 12, lesson 2. So it's going to say 12-2 there. And today we're going to be working with something called indirect measurement. That means we aren't going to be lining things up perfectly, and we're going to be using something different to help us figure out which one is longer or which one is shorter. Your I can statement says that I can indirectly compare objects by length. Okay, so if we look at our little green speech bubble here, it says, how can you find out whether the shoe or the pencil is longer without putting them next to each other? So we can't pick them up and move them. They're on our paper. They are not lined up directly with each other. So we can't, there's no way we could just look at that and say, well, I know the pencil's longer, because the pencil doesn't start at the same place with the shoe. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. It says, what can you use? And circle the longer objects and explain what you found out. Okay, so when I was planning this lesson, they use some string. And so I've just got a small piece of ribbon here that we're going to use to compare these, okay? So my ribbon, you can kind of see how big it is. You won't need anything like this, I don't believe. If we find out as we go on that you do, then I will tell you to get something, okay? So I'm going to use this string and I'm going to measure. Let's see. I think I can. I was trying to keep it closer to the screen so you could see better. I'm going to use my little piece of ribbon and I'm going to measure that shoe. I'm going to line it up right at the end of the shoe, and I'm going to put my finger right where it stops. So that shoe on my string, let me hold it over in front of the board so you can see better, is that long. Okay, so I'm not moving my fingers at all. And I'm going to take that same amount of string and I'm going to put it next to the pencil and see if my finger goes past the end of the pencil, that means the shoe's longer. If my finger doesn't go to the end of the pencil, that means the pencil's longer. Okay, so I'm going to line it up right at the end of the pencil with that eraser. And I'm going to switch, put one finger down, take the other one up. This is where my shoe stops. The pencil keeps going. So we can say that the pencil is longer and the shoe is shorter, okay? Or the pencil's the longest, the shoe's the shortest. It's the same thing, okay? All right, so let's look at the next page, okay? And the reason I said I didn't think you were going to need anything is they have a string drawn on your paper for you, okay? If you do need something, you can find, I mean, you could use a straw, you could use a piece of ribbon, a piece of yarn, whatever you have that can help you measure. It says in our first bubble, or our first box, it says, how can you compare objects when they are in different places? Like our shoe was in one place and our pencil was in the other. So they weren't lined up evenly. So it was really hard to see, okay, exactly which one is the longest or exactly which one is the shortest. Those are a little bit easier to see, but sometimes if the objects are closer in length, it might be harder to see, okay? So our little guy here says we can use one object to compare and find out which pencil is longer. And that object is going to be a string, okay? So it says compare one pencil with a string. Now their string is the same length in both boxes. So they're comparing the blue pencil and the red pencil. And it says this pencil is shorter than the string, so it's lined up with the end of the green string. It doesn't go all the way to the other end. Compare the other pencil with the same piece of string. So here's their string again. They've got it lined up at the end. The string this time does not go all the way to the end of the pencil. Okay, so the pencil is longer than the string. So the blue pencil was shorter than the string. The red pencil is longer. It says the blue pencil is shorter than the string. And that's what Ms. Cannon just said. The red pencil is longer than the string. So what we can learn from that is that the red pencil is longer than the blue pencil, okay? So down here at the bottom, it says, what is the longest object in the pictures above? How do you know? Okay, so we just talked about that. What is the longest object? Is it the blue pencil, the green string, or the red pencil? Okay, if you said the red pencil, you're correct. And I included the string because that was one of the objects that they used, okay? So on your guided practice, you're going to circle the object that is longer. Use the red crayon to help. So these are the two items that you're comparing, the purple marker and the green marker, okay? You've got a red crayon down in here. That red crayon is kind of like the string that was up here, or the string that, the ribbon that Miss Canham used at the front page to compare the shoe and the pencil. So compare this purple crayon or purple marker to the red crayon. Is it longer than the red crayon or shorter? Compare the green one to the red crayon. Is it longer or shorter? Okay. You're looking to circle the object that is longer. Okay. So on this one, the green marker was longer. So we circled the green marker. Okay. And you'll do the same thing here. You're going to compare, you're comparing a purple feather and it looks like maybe a tube of glue, like a glue stick. So you're going to look for the one that is longer compared to the crayon, okay? And you'll circle one of those, all right? Then on the back side, you're going to circle the object that is longer. Use the orange string to help you sew under each one of these. For number 3, you're comparing a frog and a leaf. They have 2 orange strings. The orange strings are the same length, okay? You're looking for the object that is longer. Okay, here you're comparing scissors and stapler. You're looking for the object that is longer. You're comparing a math book. Now this is like the spine of a book. So you're comparing a math book and a tube of toothpaste to this orange string. The strings are the same length. Don't let the object being longer or shorter trick you with the strings are the same length. Find the one that is longer. Okay, same here, you're comparing toothpaste and stapler. Okay, then number 7 at the bottom, it says use the objects in items 5 and 6 to fill in the blanks. The book is longer than so you're using the book, the toothpaste, and the stapler because we're using the items in number 5 and number 6, okay? So the book is longer than what's it longer than? The toothpaste is longer than what's the toothpaste longer than? The book or the stapler? So the book is blank than the stapler, okay? So you're going to put either toothpaste or stapler here. Here they're asking you to compare the toothpaste, so you're going to put stapler or book here, and the words are spelled right here for you. And then here you're going to either use the word longer or shorter, okay? And again, today, because this is so short and so easy, you're going to go ahead and practice, and you're going to upload the page that I just went over with you, and you're also going to upload this page, and those that's in the directions. If you listen to the directions, that you can have your computer play, your iPad play that I read to you. Number 8 says use the clues to figure out the name of each dog. This one's kind of tricky, so just be careful. Take your time. Write the name under the dog. So it says Tango is taller than Bongo. That's one clue. The second clue says Turbo is shorter than Bongo. That's the second clue. So you got to use those clues and figure out. And then here's the dog's names: Bongo, Turbo, Tango. Who is Bongo, who is Turbo, and who is Tango? See if you can figure that out. Number 9 says Josh has 2 crayons and a piece of string. Explain how he can compare to determine which is the longer crayon without putting the crayons together, okay? So he's got that piece of string. How can he figure out which one? It's not saying you have to figure it out. They want you to tell them how he could use the crayons and the string to figure that out. And then number 10, circle the candle holder that is the longest. Use the blue string to help. Okay, so you've got a blue string under them. They're looking at the candle holders, not the candle, but the candle holder. Okay, so you got to read carefully. Okay, all right, be careful, take your time, and have fun. Bye.